Welcome back to Maggie's Cottage. I hope you've been enjoying some of our other videos on the renovations of Maggie's Cottage, some decorating ideas, and some DIY projects, and have learned how to do some things and save some money. Please check out some of our videos and like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate your support. In this video, I'm going to share some ideas for decorating your home for spring and summer very inexpensively. I love to find items at thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, by the side of the road, in my own home, many places to decorate with. I want to share those ideas with you today. Most of the things I'm going to show you today are items that I have found at thrift stores, and I'm going to decorate our faux fireplace mantle. I'm going to do 2 displays for you today, and I'm going to have another video coming out with some more displays, so please check out that one when it comes out as well. And any of the things I do on the fireplace mantle today, you can do anywhere else in your home, and it will look just beautiful. So I wanted to start by showing you our faux fireplace that we put together. It started with an old antique fireplace mantle that we found, put it on the wall, added some mirrors behind it, painted it white, and then we decided to add some shiplap up above it to just make it look more substantial. So added that, painted that out white as well, and I love the way it turns out. It's a perfect area for a display of items that you have for the seasons and for the holidays. If you have always wanted a fireplace but don't have one, a faux fireplace is amazing. And I want to let you know that we have a couple other videos that show you how to put together your own faux fireplace. One is using an old footboard and headboard from a vintage bed that we found at a thrift store, and I love the way it turned out. And the other video is we used an old vintage table that was ready to be thrown away and turned it into a faux fireplace mantle too. It's beautiful. Please check out those videos. So this is the fireplace that we're going to decorate today. I love the way that it turned out. So for my first decorations, this was my inspiration. It is a wreath I found at a thrift store that has colored succulents in it, and I just fell in love with it. I think it was about $4, which is amazing. And you can see that I put it on a mirror that I also found at a thrift store. It was gold, and I painted it up. They look beautiful together, and put those on the top of the fireplace. So I wanted to add some more succulents. So I had been collecting some succulents that I'd found at some thrift stores and some other places, and this is what I had to put together to make my next feature. I have this little glass pedestal, some faux succulents, some foam. So I cut the foam and put it inside the little glass stand, and then started just poking in the succulents, and I can add some moss, some little rocks, whatever I want to add to that. I love to work with these artificial succulents. They'll last forever and they look amazing in your home. And I love the way that this one turned out. And here's a picture of it on the fireplace. Look at that. I love the way it looks. I love these real succulents and faux succulents. And then I wanted to add some more. So I had found this glass vase, kind of bubbly vase, very pretty, had a little bit of green in it. And it had a larger succulent that I had found at a thrift store that I put in it, added sand in it, added some shells, and I love the way that it looks. Together it looks amazing. Next I had these old candle holders that were a dark green, and I used spray paint. Spray paint is my friend. I love to use spray paint, and sprayed them a light green, and they look beautiful, and added these topiaries on top of them. Next I added some moss balls and some little seed balls that I had found. I love to find these things at thrift stores. You can always find different things like this at the thrift stores. Next I had a vintage jar that I put in some sticks that had lights on them, added some ribbon, and it just looks really cute up there next to the succulents. Last step on the mantle was to add some more greenery. Oh, and I forgot to say, look at the books. Some green books, some have a little bit of blue in them. I love to find these old books to add. And I wanted to add some things down below. So I had this ceramic vase that I had found that I painted blue and white, added some styrofoam in it, and added the plants. It looks beautiful. Next to that, I put this vintage chair that I found at a thrift store. I love the fabric that was on it, so I left that, but I painted up the wood that was a little bit damaged, this light blue, and it looks so beautiful next to this fireplace for spring. I'll do a video on that too, and on some other chairs that I've put together from thrift stores, and they look really amazing. It's amazing what you can find. And here it is finished. I love the way that it turned out. I love these succulents. That wreath is just my favorite. So I'm going to show you one more display. So I took everything back down again and then started with my blank palette of my Faux Fireplace mantle. And for the inspiration for this one, I had some jars that I had found at the thrift store. And you can see they're in this picture, and then I'm going to show you a close-up in just a minute. They were brown. I think most of them were brown. And so I used white spray paint, painted them white, and on one of them I painted the bottom half black and then added some polka dots. I love polka dots, with a little foam stencil brush, and added some little sprigs of greenery, and it looks amazing. See this little bird? That was a different color, and I painted it white with spray paint. Here's some more old books, some black books. I love to use old books in my decorating. And another thing that was kind of an inspiration was this piece, were these glass black and white balls. I love these. And you can see they're on candlesticks. And these candlesticks didn't look like this when I found them. I painted them white, distressed them a little bit, and you can put candles on them, but I love to put little balls on these, whether they're glass or twig balls. It looks amazing. And then next I added this little rabbit that I had found at a thrift store. It's a vintage rabbit. It's quite amazing, and it looks so cute for spring. And then I made this little garland out of yarn that I got at the thrift store. These are quite easy to make, and I love old windows, and this is an old window that I had collected over the years, and I put it up there, and my daughter wrote on it for me, and I love this little saying, and added some greenery on the top. Windows are amazing to use in your decor. And here's the top of the mantle. I love the way that this one turned out. This may be my favorite. I love the black and the white together. And down below I used my old vintage suitcases, put some greenery on that, a little metal basket with some green balls, some moss balls, another big candle with a big moss ball, and a little stool that didn't come that color. So I painted it black, and I love the way that this looks. Isn't that beautiful? This would even be pretty for Valentine's, the black and white and the little saying on the sign. I love the way that it turned out. So I hope you've enjoyed these videos, and it's given you some ideas on some things that you can do for your home very inexpensively. Keep your eyes out for items you can find at a thrift store, garage sales, things along the side of the road, things your friends have that they're getting rid of, whatever. And I think that you'll be able to see that you can save a lot of money and have some very beautiful decor in your home. Thank you for watching, and check out my other video that I'm going to put together for other spring and summer ideas and some of our other videos. And please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.